prop review. What is going on, guys? Spooky Guy 444 here, back at you with another great old episode of Prop Review. And in today's episode of Prop Review, we are going to be reviewing my favorite animatronic of the 2015 season, coming from, of course, Spirit Halloween with the Moonshine Barrel Zombie. This was a recent purchase that I got. I'm really excited to get into today's video. This is one that I've wanted for many years. And yeah, let's get into today's Prop Review. And here he is. This is the 2015 Moonshine Barrel Zombie. My absolute favorite of the 2015 season. There are a few that come very close, particularly, and oddly enough, all zombie animatronics, with Swirling Zombie coming in at second, and Hung Up Zombie coming in at third, Harbinger fourth. However, that's not really the point. This is an animatronic that I got in a recent purchase from a fellow haunter, Gecko Halloween Freak. He's selling some of his collection. I know one of my friends' haunt channel was actually able to get his Broken Spine Girl. However, I'm really happy to own this one, and I want to give a huge thanks and a huge shout out to Gecko Halloween Freak for letting me purchase this animatronic from him. It was a pretty steep price, coming in at $225 without shipping, but with shipping it was like $275. So technically this is now my most expensive animatronic. You know, I'm not really complaining though. I think he was really worth the price. He's a one that's become very rare in the past couple years. Quality, he's very, very good quality, even though his setup is a pain in the ass. His setup is probably the worst setup I've ever had to do, and it's only really one part. You can't really see it, but down there, the scissor mech, like the thing that makes him pop up, has to go onto this like sliding thing that's on the bottom of the barrel. And with that, that's kind of how it stays onto the base, because it's technically the base. Since this is a very odd setup for an animatronic, it has a very unique setup, not one I've ever really seen before. But it's so hard to get on that I couldn't even get the second thing to like slide into the hole. I only got one of them in, so I have his other side zip tied. But yeah, and that's a thing that's actually a common issue. My friend Jane the Haunter Gemmy Collector also had this issue, and I know Halloween Haunter also had a pain in the ass with setting this guy up. But regardless, he's still very, very cool. One of my absolute favorites. A lot of people say he's faulty. I'm not really sure on how faulty he is, because I believe my friends, both of their Moonshines still work. He can be a victim of dry rot, however. His head is foam filled. Not necessarily, it's kind of just like a stuffed latex rubber. His hands, however, his hands are foam filled, so these can definitely dry rot if not taken care of. But I also do know the mouth can rot. The mouth can definitely rot too. So yeah, if you do own a Moonshine Barrel, be sure to keep him in like room temperature conditions as much as you possibly can, because if not, he will dry rot. But there's really not much for me that I can really say about this animatronic. Quality wise, I think he has very good quality. Like I said, foam filled latex and the stuffed like rubber kind of latex. And then we also have the barrel, which is like a cloth. Keep this out of very hot conditions because it can become frail, and then you can just like poke a hole in it and it'll like destroy itself. That is an issue with a lot of props clothing I've seen, that if you keep it in like very warm conditions. Regardless, detail wise, he's a very, very, very detailed piece. There's blood on his hands. The head itself is very detailed. It's kind of hard for me to see. See if I can get in there. Yeah. See, it's a very detailed face. The paint job is very good. The barrel itself is also very detailed. Lots of blood splashes. It looks like real wood from far away. Obviously, you can tell it's cloth up close, but still, very, very, very cool piece. There's really not much for me to say. I guess next thing we can do is get into his demo. So I'll do two activations, one up close and then one from far away. We'll start with the far away one first. For up close. Let me fix this again. Okay, now for up close. His sensor sucks, by the way. I really hope you guys did enjoy today's episode of Prop Review. This is one that has been my favorite for a very, very long time. I'm really happy to own him. He's definitely one of my favorites in my collection. He's just such a very simple and effective scare, and he's still just very unique all on top of it. So yeah, this is a very short and sweet review. I wanted to have this out there for you guys soon. Thank you guys so much for 800 subscribers. Holy crap. I don't know what to say. We're getting closer and closer to our goal of 1,000 with every single thing. Make sure if you haven't subscribed already, make sure to like and subscribe. And yeah, I'm Spooky Guy 444, and I will see you all next time. Goodbye.